why the Minnesota Vikings will beat the Detroit Lions this Sunday. That's what's coming up for you guys on today's edition of Vikings Now by Chat Sports. What's going on? My name is Patrick Siepman, and first off here, I want to get my score prediction out there for, if there's Lions fans watching this video. If you guys want to clip this, put me on freezing cold takes after this. I would love for you guys to do so, but I don't think I'm going to be wrong. I got the Vikings winning 34-20. I think it's going to be a bigger of a blowout than anybody is expecting. I think the Vikings are going to handle business this Sunday, but we'll get to my 5 reasons here in a second. But first off, we are in a sub battle with our Lions Talk channel here at Chat Sports. Micro Mike does great work over there. Honestly, one of the best people I work with. But hey, we are down a whole lot of subscribers in this sub battle, and my goal is to hit 50K before kickoff. It is a lofty goal, but if you guys haven't already, help me out, help us out here at Chat Sports, and hit that subscribe button. Maybe, oh maybe, we can hit 50K by kickoff this Sunday. All right, let's dive into it. Vikings beat Lions if KOC is aggressive. Now, just think about this game and think about everything that's on the line. I want Kevin O'Connell to go Dan Campbell mode this Sunday. I want him to embrace the coach that he is going to be squaring off against on the other side of the field. So what do I mean by that? If you are in Lions territory and it is 4th and 5 and it's 4th and 6, I want the Vikings to be ultra aggressive. I don't want you to put this game in the hands of, your field goal kicker, or I guess in the leg of the field goal kicker. I want this game on Sam Darnold's right arm and Justin Jefferson's 2 hands and Jordan Addison's 2 hands. I want those guys to be the reason you win or lose this game, because you're going to have to keep pace with the Lions offense. That is frankly the best unit in all of sports right now. Like if you had to power rank every single team's offense, defense, the Lions offense would be number 1. This is a wagon. They're the league's number 1 scoring offense, putting up 33.3 points per game. Really let that sink in. 33.3 points per game is their average on the season. That's why it's number 1. But they're great on third down. They're great in the run game. They're great in the pass game. They're just a great offense overall. And also the Lions defensively, with all the injuries they have, they are going to be ultra aggressive. They're going to be selling out on the run, on 1st and 2nd downs. They're going to try to get you in 3rd and long. So I'm telling Kevin O'Connell, you be aggressive. You set up the deep play action shots to guys like Jefferson, Addison, Hockenson, and take advantage of what this Lions defense is going to present to you this Sunday. Now, obviously it can change, but just seeing the way they played over the past couple of weeks, they're ultra aggressive, and I think that kind of helps out the Vikings here. Because how do you beat a very aggressive defense? You be aggressive yourself. And what a better group of receivers to be aggressive throwing the ball to than these 4 guys right here. Jefferson, Addison, Hockenson, Jalen Naylor. Pick your poison with these guys, and they will kill you in this game. So number 1 for me, KOC is aggressive. And this kind of gets into it. Jefferson statement game. The whole debate, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, who's the better wide receiver? And I think the best argument, like if I was a Jamar Chase guy, it would be, hey, Justin Jefferson, you don't have a big-time game in the playoffs. Jamar Chase has gone to Kansas City, put 100 yards on their head. He's gone for multiple touchdowns in big-time playoff games. But people forget, Justin Jefferson's a big-time player, and it goes back to the college football semifinal, the year him, Joe Burrow, and Chase actually got a ring. What did Jefferson do? Possibly put up the best receiving performance of all time in a college football bowl game. 14 receptions, 227 yards, 4 touchdowns. He was fantastic in this game. And also, Jamar Chase was on this team as well, but Joe Burrow chose to throw the ball to number 2 a whole lot more in that one. And, also Jefferson's killed Detroit. He's averaging, this is correct, he's averaging 182.5 yards per game when he's played in Detroit against the Lions throughout his short NFL career. He is truly the most comfortable in this building. And I think Jefferson, I'll say this. How about this? When I'm talking to my kids in 15 years, and I'm making the argument to them, Justin Jefferson's the GOAT, I'm going to talk about this game specifically. I think this is going to be a legacy game where I'm going to throw on the highlights for probably the 10th time that day. I'm going to say, hey, you see what Jefferson did? The number 1 seed was on the line. The NFC North title was on the line. And that's what number 18 went out there and did. So I think a statement game could be coming for Justin Jefferson this Sunday. And, it gets me to 3 here. Sam Darnold has his MVP performance. Because this whole year, it started off first 5 games, Darnold's playing well, we're all still a little skeptical. Could pumpkin mode come where everybody was saying Darnold could implode? But he's had great games, but he hasn't had his MVP statement game where it's like, hey, give me this reward. I'm the most valuable player in the entire league. And you just think about it. 14-2 record, number 2. Pass yards per game, that's 5th in the league. Yards per pass, 4th. Passing touchdowns, 4th. And passer rating, he's at 5th in the entire league. Like, there is no real reason why Sam Darnold shouldn't be higher up there on MVP ballots, because the guys he's competing against, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, if you guys just look at the numbers on screen here, you can make a serious case that Sam Darnold should have been in this conversation weeks ago. Now, yes, this doesn't include the rushing touchdowns and the rush yards with these guys, but in terms of just a thrower of the football, which has kind of been where this MVP award has gone in the past years, I just don't get why Darnold is not higher up there in these conversations. And, I think a lot of this has to do with NFL media. They start the MVP conversation way too early because these games later on in the year, they just mean a whole lot more. I mean, no quarterback, whether it's Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, they haven't played in a game that is as important than the one Sam Darnold's going to play in this upcoming Sunday. So I think they should push back kind of the MVP conversation, let the whole season finish, because I think people already chalked it up as like, hey, it's a two-man race. It's just Josh Allen. It's just Lamar Jackson, and pretty much it cuts off everybody else. But Sam Darnold over the last 2 weeks, he has had his MVP moments, and I think he's going to have his MVP performance this Sunday in Detroit. So let's show him some love. Type his jersey number down below. Give me those 14s in the comments section. He's a guy. He's been, he's just been ridiculed throughout his NFL career. Nobody believes in him, and it's awesome that he's finally finding his footing. He stuck to the process. He believed in himself, and truly, it's inspirational what he's doing. So type those jersey numbers, type those 14s down below. Now, number 4 for me, I'm going to go timely defensive plays here. Now, I wanted to put up Vikings defense dominates the Lions offense, but listen, they're just too good of a unit to do that. But the Lions offense, they're going to be able to move the ball at a high level. They have a great offensive line. When you have a great offensive line, it kind of sets your floor of an offensive production week to week very, very high. Plus, you got guys like Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Sam Laporta. You got the weapons. You got Jared Goff playing at an MVP level as well. But the Lions, listen, they'll be able to move the ball, but I think the Vikings defense is set up to make some key plays in this one. And, I talk about having a Super Bowl defense. And I think to have one, number one, you got to stop the run. Vikings are second. Then you also got to get to the quarterback. Well, they're third in the league in sacks. Interceptions, they're number 1 in the league at 22. Points per game, top 5 scoring defense. You also got to be big on key plays, which are third downs. And what are they? They're top 5 as well in this. So I think the Vikings defense, I'm not saying they're going to shut out the Lions offense where they're going to have a truly dominant performance, but I think it will be in key spots. They will take advantage, and they will get it done. And there are 2 guys on this Lions offense specifically who the Vikings just need to take away because they have killed them in the past. And it's these 2 guys, Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs. First off, Jahmyr Gibbs, fantastic player. Top 3 running back in the NFL. I think he's the best running back. People look at me crazy when I say that, but I truly believe he is that special out there on the football field. But then also Amon-Ra. I mean, back in week 7, he was the catalyst to this offense. He was Goff's safety blanket. He was the go-to guy, and he put up 112 yards, 8 receptions, 14 yards per catch, and he also found the end zone on that broken coverage that the Vikings had. But also Jahmyr Gibbs, he's had success against the Vikes. Back in week 7. He went for 116 yards and just 15 carries, had that absolute nasty, Barry Sanders-esque juke move he put on Cam Bynum where he made him look silly in the open field. This guy's electric with the football in his hands. And, if I had to kind of put all eyes on 2 guys, it is these 2. They have been Vikings killers. They are comfortable going up against Brian Flores and this defense. So you got to take these 2 away, and you're not going to be able to shut out this Lions offense. But I think the Vikings defense, whether that's a key 4th down, because we know Campbell's going to be super aggressive, I think they'll be able to take advantage, win some big plays in some big-time spots this Sunday like they have done the entire season. But let's end today's show off with this. I want to have the biggest SKOL chant ever in the comments section. If you guys want the Minnesota Vikings to beat the Detroit Lions, just give me a SKOL down below in the comment section. Make it look like U.S. Bank Stadium on game day. And also, I'm on Twitter At Pat Sieps is a Twitter handle. Give me a follow over there. I'll give you guys a follow right back. But thank you guys so much for watching today's show. Thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. It's been unbelievable as of late. But hey, hit me up on Twitter, at Pat Sieps, and we'll see you guys next time. As always, SKOL Vikes.